Hey guys, so I'm back in my craft room and playing with inks that I have. I thought I would go ahead and show you these Altenew crisp dye inks and the results that I got with different stamps and different layering stamps specifically. So let me first start by saying out I have a lot of different stamps, not stamps. Inks. I have a lot of different stamps too, but inks, I have a lot of different inks. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you how I store them so that you can see what it looks like. I have to take the camera off the tripod to do that. I can't talk this morning. I don't know why. It's not even morning. It's afternoon already. So I did use these 3 Simon Says stamp inks. And here's something to look at. And I showed you this before. I showed you, this is the my favorite things hybrid ink, right? This is Hero Arts dye ink, the ombre ink pad. This is Simon Says stamp dye ink, the surf blue. You guys noticing something? This is the Lawn Fawn ink pad. I'm going to show you this. This is also dye ink. And this is Plastic Flamingo. See? You see how they stack? They stack exactly on top of each other because they can. Are these the same manufacturer, guys? I think so. That or everybody uses the same type of ink pad case. Which I don't know if that's the case, but you know, hey, as long as it's good ink, I don't care who makes it. But I certainly don't need to buy them all, do I? Right? But I do have a lot, and I'm glad that I do because I could try all of these different colors out. Look how pretty all these colors are. Now, these 3 are Simon Says. I do have a lot of My Favorite Things, and I do have a lot of the shadow ink. I can't keep up with it all. They keep coming out with new colors. So here's my results. Oh, let me show you the stamp set that I used. I used this Hero Arts. I didn't use that one. I used this Hero Arts Orchid stamp. What is it called? Layering Large Orchid. Okay, so you can see that. It's backwards, sorry. And I put it on this really large stamp block. You can see that it's stained. The ink has stained the photopolymer stamp, but it's fine. It's not an issue. Look how pretty it looks. It looks like it's glowing. So these are the 3 large orchids from this sheet. I also used this Prima rubber stamp. This is not a layering stamp, but the reason I used it is because it has this really fine text up in here. And I wanted to see how it would stamp. I also used this Tailored Expression Rose layering stamp. It's called Simply Roses. No, Simply Stamped Roses. And this is a rubber one. And I used the top layering rose. I did not use the die. It has a matching die. And then I used this Altenew cardinal stamp and I put it in there backwards. And I used the various different types of ink on these. Sorry, I had to fix that. Winter Cardinal is what this is called. Now, I don't have the Altenew in the reds because I couldn't find it in stock. So my Cardinal isn't red, it's blue. Sorry, guys. So here's my results. And I'm going to show you things I didn't like. Try and not to confuse you by covering it up. Okay, so this is on the same paper I was using to stamp out my new stamps. Looks like I have to start a new card now. So these are different types of inks. These 2 are the Altenew, and look how crisp they are. They really are crisp. This is a My Favorite Thing. No, this is a Lawn Fawn in that Plastic Flamingo. This pink one right here. And this purple one is a hybrid ink for My Favorite Things. So this brand right here. This is a different color, obviously. This is a 110-pound Michaels cardstock, and I did this without this foam piece that I'm using right here. I stamped it without this foam piece underneath. So these are the results. I do like these 2 the best. Okay. Now to the rose. Let me show you the rose, because I think I only did it in the one ink because it had really good results. See if I can cover up. I'm trying to cover it up so you don't get distracted by what else is there on the piece of paper, because it's going to distract you anyway. Okay, so here we go. Here's the rose. And the rose is done with the crisp inks. And that, again, is a rubber stamp. Great. I had great results. And the light isn't on in my craft room. This is natural sunlight, so the color you're seeing is the color that it is. Buttercream, warm sunshine, caramel toffee are the three colors that I used. There's actually 4 in that pack. I only used 3 of them because there's only 3 layering stamps. So actually there's the names right there. And this is the Altenew crisp inks. Very nice with the rubber stamp. Okay. Now, I tried the Altenew Cardinal stamp in a couple of different inks because I didn't get a good result the first time. And so here is the first time I did it. Look how splotchy it is. These are the 3 blue colors. There's actually 4, but these are 3 of them because I only stamped it out 3 times with the layering stamp. This is the Altenew stamp, and it's a photopolymer stamp. Because I didn't like this, and somebody suggested, well, put a piece of foam underneath. Well, I don't usually use foam because I usually don't have this problem. So I did it again, and it was a little bit better, but it wasn't great either. So here is the Cardinal in the Lawn Fawn, just the base coat, and it wasn't splotchy. You can actually see the splotchiness on the stamp itself when you've inked it up. So I don't like that. And then this is my favorite thing's hybrid ink. I don't like it with the photopolymer either. Now, I tried the orchids with the Hero Arts ink and the Simon Says Stamp ink. So this is Simon Says Stamp, yeah, dye ink with the 3 colors that are sitting right here. Surf Blue, Audrey Blue, and Sea Glass. So that's what this orchid is. This orchid right here, which has a little bit of a different look to it, is done using this one ombre ink pad. And I kept to a certain side of the ink pad because it goes from light to dark. And that's the reason why I got this result. But it even has better coverage. Okay. Compare that to the way that the Altenew ink looks. It's still blotchy. And this is a different stamp. And it's also photopolymer. So it doesn't appear, at least in my opinion, that these Altenew ink pads work well with the photopolymer layering stamps. They work great with the rubber stamps, in my opinion. But the photopolymer, not so good. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but you know, I've got the piece of foam underneath, and it's a pretty thick piece too. So that is my result, and you guys can decide for yourselves whether you want to invest money in these new ink pads or any of the ones that I've shown. So okay, now I'm going to show you my ink storage. Be right back. Hey guys, okay, so this is my ink storage. These are filing drawers from IKEA. They're called the Helmar, I believe is what they're called. And they have them in different colors. I happen to pick the white color because that's what I wanted for my craft room. You guys can choose whatever color you like. So what I did was I organized my inks by color way. So it's the Roy G. Biv. So there's pink, hot pink, red, orange, yellow. I think that's light green. And I had to put up my, I had to put my tablecloth up a little bit so you could see all of the drawers. My Misty is sitting on top of one of them. Both my Misties. I have a cutting cutting thing up on top of the other one. So you can see here, they're all organized by color. And that bottom drawer right here, it's got a label on it because it's not ink. It's actually my acrylic blocks for my stamping. So I just took a embellishment of that color way and stuck it to a piece of 110-pound cardstock, which I cut up to the size that fits inside there so they wouldn't slide out. I need to put a glue dot behind it so it doesn't come out. But just to show you, I organized this way because all of my, I have a lot of inks, and I've said that before. I'm going to open one of the drawers so you can see. This is a blue drawer, and it's hard to do it one-handed, and you can see all the different inks that are in here. So if I want something that is similar in color, it doesn't matter what type of ink it is, it's going to be in this drawer if it's that color. These probably should go in the blue drawer, but I store my distress inks upside down, so you can see what's in here. And yeah, so that's an example of how I'm doing it. Let's show you one this is not that full, so this one right here, it wouldn't fit because it's a multi one, so I just stuck it in here because the other pink drawer is pretty full. This is a hot pink. So let me show you the pink one, see if I can do it without throwing my Rascog away. See, the pink one is pretty full. I had to split them up because this light pink drawer has a lot in it. I'll try not to open all of them for you. Here, the orange one is pretty full too. See, even my memento, little memento ones are in here. This is all my orange. At some point I'm going to have to split it probably because it's pretty full. And then yellow. See, that's a lot of ink, right? Now the only sets of inks I haven't put in here are these Stuart Superior, they're palette inks and they're hybrid ink pads. Now these are like the little cube ones, the 1-inch cubes, and I've always stored them in here so that if I decide I want to take them with me, I can, because it's all together. And the color chart is back here on the back. I just printed it out and stuck it to the back of this container. I think this is a Prima container. Yep, it's a Prima container that I had embellishments in when I purchased, and I just emptied it out. So you can see all the different hybrid ink colors. So that's not in there because if I want to take it with me, I can. The other thing that I have storage-wise is this Prima chalk inks. These are the chalk inks, as well as some of them are the permanent ones. The gray ones, I believe, are like a permanent sort of kind from Mixed Media. See, these are all the chalk inks, little thumbnails. And then the other thing that wasn't in those drawers yet is these Lawn Fawn dye inks, which I have yet to go through and figure out what colors didn't come in. So that is my ink storage. Gonna have a craft lunch here. That's my ink storage, and thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye.